and gentlemen, as always, we are going to go ahead and get started. First, we'll practice our snaps. So if something hits your soul, you need to make sure you snap. Afterwards, you can clap. I like to start it off with everybody has a story. Don't be afraid to tell your story. You never know who you may inspire with your story or somebody else's story, okay? So I'm going to introduce it with something because I've been fussing a lot lately, but I'm my normal self, y'all. The fashion show is over. Thank you. I'm back to Miss Doja. And a lot of times it's hard for us to follow our dreams because of environmental factors or excuses. Anything that causes you to not follow your dream, you need to put to the wayside if it is in your locus of control. Okay? What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode? That's nice to hear. So that's what happens to a dream deferred. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't be something. Don't let ever anyone tell you you can't do something. You must always follow your dreams. So, first up, we're going to have Mr. Corey Austin. He is going to share a bit of his story.
On May 21st, 1998, an angel was born with a heart of gold, a smile that could light up the night sky, and beautiful wings. He loved making people smile, even when he was sad. But on May 21st, 2007, he was forced to leave the city that he called home and be put in a cage and only allowed to come out to put on a show for all of his mom's friends, to show that he was a good slave who knew how to follow orders. They only liked him for the happiness they could steal from him and his beautiful feathers. But inside, he was begging for someone to save him. May 21st, 2011, he held a knife to his throat because he couldn't take all of the bullying and torture he went through every day. But then he remembered that his grandmother told him to never give up and always smile. And he remembered that his cousin taught him to always be a blessing to those in need. So he decided to hold all of his pain in and keep smiling no matter what. December 23rd, 2014, he realized how much of a monster his mother was when she threw him out into the cold winter night air because he didn't clean her room that she always messed up and never cleaned herself. She said, "You're gonna know how lazy bums live." He had nothing to keep him warm but a thin blanket. He was bitten by ants, and he prayed to God that someone would see him and save him from freezing to death. But sadly, no one came. And when his mother finally let him back in the house, she said, "Now you know how homeless people feel every day because they want to be lazy and do nothing with their lives, but sit on a corner and freeze to death." He wanted to say something, but he decided to hold his words of anger in and keep smiling. But he was slowly starting to lose his sanity from holding all of his anger in. May 21st, 2016 is the day his chains will finally be broken and he will be able to fly again and share his smile with the world. He prays that on this day that someone will save him from himself.
Please give it up for him one more time. So unfortunately, that is our only performance today. I want you to know that when you come up here, it is a sign of you being brave. You don't have to tell your story. You don't have to have a woe is me story. There are things that happen to people, and any battle that you have only makes you stronger. Does that make sense what I'm saying to all of y'all? Any battle that you have in your life only makes you stronger. All of us have our own separate battles that we deal with, and all of you as teenagers are trying to figure out who you are. And those battles in the end will make you stronger. But you also have to realize that you must appreciate a lot of things. Because a lot of things that you don't appreciate, someone else wishes they had. Thank you, always. Have a good day.